Selena Gomez nearly died until her best friend stepped in and gave her a kidney, sacrificing her own health to save Selena's life. But years later, when it was Selena's turn to show gratitude, that same friend was left behind. No invite, no mention, nothing. The woman who once kept her alive didn't even make the guest list. And now, fans are asking the question Selena can't escape. How do you forget the person who saved your life? Back in 2017, Selena Gomez was fighting for her life. Her lupus had gotten so bad that her kidneys were failing. And just when things looked hopeless, her best friend, actress Francia Raisa, stepped in and did something unimaginable. She donated her kidney to Selena. I still remember seeing those photos. Selena in a hospital gown, holding Francia's hand, calling her my sister. It felt real. It felt pure. But here's where things start to sting. I can't help but think, if someone gave me a piece of their body to keep me alive, that bond would last forever. You'd expect loyalty, gratitude, something deeper than words. Yet years later, when Selena finally had her dream wedding, the very woman who gave her a second chance at life wasn't even invited. No mention, no acknowledgement. And fans noticed. Comment sections blew up with disbelief. She gave her a kidney and this is how she repays her? One user wrote, I mean, I get it. Friendships fade, but this isn't just any friendship. This is a life-saving connection. And somehow, Selena found a way to walk away from it like it never happened. When photos from Selena Gomez's wedding surfaced, fans didn't just notice the dress or the flowers, they noticed the vape. Yes, Selena was seen holding a vape pen during her own wedding celebration, and that single image spread like wildfire online. People couldn't believe it. She got a kidney transplant and she's vaping? One fan wrote. Another said, Francia gave her a kidney just for Selena to do this? I'll be honest, even I was shocked. It felt careless, almost disrespectful, especially knowing what her friend went through to save her. And that's when the internet connected the dots. Francia Raisa, the same woman who went through surgery to give Selena her kidney, wasn't even invited to the wedding. No seat, no photo, no mention. For fans, it wasn't just disappointing, it was personal. It was like watching gratitude fade in real time. Their fallout wasn't new, though. They'd unfollowed each other back in 2019 after Selena was seen drinking post-surgery, something that reportedly hurt Francia deeply. They reconnected briefly in 2023, but clearly, something broke for good. And this wedding sealed it. Selena had her fairy tale ending, but she left the person who saved her life completely out of the picture. If you really look at Selena Gomez's life, there's a pattern that's hard to ignore. The closer someone gets to her, the faster they seem to disappear. At her wedding, it wasn't just Francia Raisa who was missing. Her old friends Teresa Marie, Maria Franklin, and even Nicola Peltz, the same Nicola who once called Selena her soul sister, were nowhere to be seen. These weren't random acquaintances. They were women who stood by her through heartbreak, illness, and every emotional breakdown the world didn't see. And yet, not one of them was there when Selena walked down the aisle. Only Taylor Swift, the one name everyone expected, stood beside her. Cameras caught their smiles, and the internet exploded with best friend goals. But beneath all that glitter, fans saw something else. Selena's only loyal when it helps her image, one comment said. Another added, Taylor's friendship isn't love, it's strategy. I can't lie. It makes sense. The people who truly cared for Selena, the ones who showed up long before the fame, have vanished from her story. Maybe that's not an accident. Maybe in Selena's world, loyalty only lasts as long as the spotlight does. When you start losing the people who once protected you, it's easy to fill the silence with control. That's exactly what it looked like after Selena Gomez's wedding. She no longer had Francia Raisa by her side. Teresa Marie was gone. Nicola Peltz had faded from her world. And now, all that remained was the image, the perfect photos, the glowing headlines, the narrative of a woman finally at peace. But peace wasn't what came next. The moment her wedding pictures hit the internet, paparazzi stopped following Selena and started following Justin and Hailey Bieber. Every outing turned into chaos, reporters shouting, "Justin, what do you think about Selena's wedding?" over and over again. At first, everyone assumed it was coincidence, but soon, whispers started spreading online that Selena's own PR team had tipped off the paparazzi to track the Biebers and capture their reactions. I remember scrolling through Reddit and seeing the theory blow up overnight. One post said, "Selena knows exactly what she's doing. She wants Justin's name tied to her forever." Another comment hit even harder. "It's not a wedding anymore, it's a PR strategy." And honestly, I could see the pattern. Because no matter what Selena does, a new album, a speech, even her documentary, somehow Justin's name always finds its way back in. And maybe that's the part no one wants to admit. Maybe Selena doesn't miss Justin. Maybe she misses the attention that came with him. Her wedding should have been her fresh start, the day she finally stepped out of his shadow. Instead, it reignited the very story she spent years trying to escape. In the end, the fairy tale looked perfect online. But behind the flash and flowers, it felt like another performance. Another chapter in a story that Selena swore was over, yet somehow she keeps rewriting. After the wedding chaos finally settled, Selena Gomez decided to thank her fans in a way only celebrities know how, with a product. A long, emotional note appeared on her social media, written in the tone of gratitude and love, talking about how she wanted to share a small piece of her special day with everyone. But just below that heartfelt message was the announcement of her new Rare Beauty wedding kit, the same lip and cheek shades she claimed to have worn during the ceremony. Now, I'm not against celebrating love, but turning your wedding into a sales pitch, that's where people started to draw the line. Fans immediately called it out. "So the wedding was just a marketing campaign," one wrote. Another said, "She doesn't miss a single chance to monetize her personal life." And honestly, they weren't wrong. The note didn't feel like gratitude. It felt like an ad dressed in emotions. Some headlines praised it as a clever business move, saying profits were going to charity, which is fine, sure. But that doesn't change the fact that it was a brand launch disguised as a love letter. When you mix sincerity with strategy, one always kills the other. It's ironic, isn't it? The same people who once cried over her hospital stories are now being sold a makeup kit symbolizing that beautiful journey. Maybe Selena's biggest transformation wasn't personal. It was professional. From the girl who once preached authenticity to the woman who turned even her vows into marketing copy. By now, many fans are whispering, Selena's face looks different. And it's true. Over the years, she's faced ceaseless speculation about cosmetic treatments, fillers, procedures. Some call it an evolution, others a misguided experiment. Either way, the commentary online is ruthless, and Selena finally had to speak up. A few years ago, a physician's assistant posted side-by-side images of Selena, then versus now, and people began insinuating she had undergone major surgery. Selena didn't stay silent. She responded under the post. "Honestly, I hate this. I was on stripes because of flare-up. I have Botox. That's it. Leave me alone." Fans pounced. Some mocked her new look. "She's unrecognizable. Who is this?" Others defended her struggles, pointing to her lupus, treatments, swelling, weight fluctuations, all factors that legitimately alter appearance. Trolls exaggerated. Plastic surgery rumors circulated. Did she get a facelift? A nose job? The noise became so loud that Selena's health, her autoimmune disease, her kidney transplant, her medications got dragged into the argument. She was tired of the blame. She was tired of being reduced to her appearance. Her pushback was firm. She repeatedly denied any dramatic surgery, admitting only to Botox and asserting people should leave her alone. She also described the change as part of a journey. Faces change, bodies evolve. One of her posts featured the simple caption, "Faces, phases, acknowledging change without apology." Here's the thing, when a public figure battles health issues and fame, the margin for error is razor thin. One perceived wrinkle, one fuller cheek, one different jawline, suddenly it's public property. Critics treat the face as a canvas for commentary, but what they forget is, Selena isn't a blank slate. She's human. She's been through surgeries, struggles, pain, and treatments. And even when her face changes, that doesn't make her less real. Whether or not she's touched up, the criticism, the trolling, the judgments, those are real. And for Selena, defending her face became just another fight she shouldn't have to explain. When you look at everything together, the missing friends, the silent betrayals, the PR games, the makeup launch, and now the endless talk about her face, it all paints one picture. Selena Gomez built a life where perfection is expected, and every move she makes is magnified under a spotlight that never turns off. But perfection always comes with a price. She lost people who once saved her. She turned her most personal moments into business headlines. And somewhere in between, she stopped looking like the girl the world once knew. Not just on the outside, but in spirit. Maybe that's the real tragedy of fame. It doesn't just change how the world sees you, it changes how you see yourself. Fans still want to believe in the old Selena, the humble, grateful one who survived everything with grace. But the truth is harder to accept. Maybe that version doesn't exist anymore. Maybe in chasing success, she became the very image she used to fight against. And as her story keeps unfolding, one question still lingers. How much of Selena Gomez is real, and how much is just the version she built to survive?